Parliament was on Friday full of drama when the PF government allegedly brought to the House two bills for debate arising from the National Dialogue Forum, NDF. The two bills include the Electoral Process Act of 2011 and the Public Order Act of 2019. But Monza Central Member of Parliament, Jack Mwimbu, quickly rose on a point of order even before the bills were laid on the floor of the House, saying the bills were wrongly brought to the House.
Procedural point of order. Mr. Speaker, you may have noticed that today on the order paper we are supposed to debate the Electoral Process Amendment Bill number 11 of 2019 and the Public Order Bill number 12 of 2019. Mr. Speaker, you have to note that these two bills culminate from the proceedings of the National Dialogue Forum. And the National Dialogue Forum, Mr. Speaker, considered three bills. Mr. Speaker, is it a presumption on the part of the executive that the Constitution Amendment Bill is a done deal even before it's debated? Because how can you pass a law that is anchored on the Constitution of Zambia Amendment Bill that is not yet agreed for by this House? The proper way of doing things, Mr. Speaker, is to bring the Constitution Amendment Bill first, debate it. If we agree to the content of that amendment bill, then you bring the consequent bills in this process.
In his ruling, Speaker of the National Assembly Patrick Mativini said the bills were only coming for second reading, causing serious disapproval in the House.
The bills under reference, which are listed in the order paper, are coming for second reading. Second reading only. The Minister of Justice has indicated that will not proceed further than the second reading. Honorable Minister of Bapula Province. Order. I haven't given you a seat.
Immediately, Justice Minister Given Lubinda, who labelled Mr. Mwimbu as a Mr. Know-it-all, rose to debate on the said bills. All members of Parliament walked out, leaving behind only PF MPs and some independents.
That the reason why the bills were before you before the consideration of the Constitution Amendment Bill was because we were in keeping with the Act number 1 of 2019. Having given this background, sir, I would like to thank you most sincerely for informing the leader of opposition that this is something that we had already put in place. And therefore, it mustn't be made to appear as though the leader of opposition is all-knowing, because he's not.
As a matter of fact, Minister, I think you have made your background. Just proceed to your business.
Parliament, however, considered the issue raised by Mr. Mwimbu and went on to withdraw all the bills from Parliament. This means that the bills are no longer before the House. It is also important to mention that arising from what transpired in the House, parliamentary business was prematurely concluded. Kalan Muchima, reporting for MOVE TV News in Osaka.